We are under the bright lights tonight as MLB Network welcomes you to this presentation of Major League Baseball. Tonight it's a spring training matchup between the Phillies and the New York Yankees. With that, here's the starting lineup for the visiting Philadelphia Phillies. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, if you're on the mound, you better be careful with Michael Franco. He doesn't let the pressure of the big moment get to him. I love watching this guy hit in clutch situations. It's like he takes a deep breath and everything stops in front of him. He plays like the Zen man.
Now the pitch. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. And this will get all the way to the wall now. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
If that's any indication, I think we're going to see some aggressive at-bats in this one. Take the first pitch of the game? No way. He squared it up and winds up on second base after a nice line drive. Great opportunity to get on the board right out of the blocks.
Gene Segura standing in. And he gets him to pop it up on the right side of the infield. Boyd is over and he puts it away for the first out.
Batting third, the right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
Digging in, Bryce Harper. First appearance for him here with the leadoff man still at second and one gone now. First offering on its way. Not his best effort that time. It's strike one.
Hey, he's going to have to set his sights a little bit more over the heart of the plate. I can't have one of my best left-handed power hitters reaching and taking an ugly swing like that.
Here comes the 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. In with it is Stanton, and that's going to hold that runner at third base.
Batting fourth.
Already their second double of this
17.
First inning, guys.
Yeah, he's not fooling anybody so far, Matt. Like you said, that's the second double he's given up here. And if he doesn't get things figured out, it's going to be a real short outing.
And that'll bring up the Sacramento product, Rhys Hoskins. 1 ball, no strikes the count. McCutchen on third. Harper at second with 1 away. Skied into straightaway right. Judge is there, and that should be deep enough to score the run. And boy, not quite sure why, but they decide not to risk it with 2 outs on a very deep fly ball. Really surprising. So 2 on with 2 away, and in steps the catcher, JT Realmuto. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Runners at second and third with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to short. Throw on to first is in time, and the Phillies are turned away. They get nothing out of this situation as the inning is over. Phillies leave a couple. Here's the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
For the Yankees,
here's the pitch.
the second baseman, DJ.
Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Just an unbelievable piece of hitting right there. Staying on the inner half of that baseball right there. Staying to it and through it, not coming around it, and able to drive it the other way for a base hit.
Here's Miguel Andujar now. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Definitely had the distance, but it winds up a foul ball. High in the air out to center field. Herrera on the run. He's there and records the first out.
Batting third, the right fielder, Aaron.
Here's big Aaron Judge. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Nothing in one count. Here it comes.
No ball, 2 strikes.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone, but a strike zone that kind of moves around a little bit too much for my liking.
Yeah, Dan, I know there's not a clear scouting report with Darryl. I'll tell you what, you're going to know in the first 2 innings where he's going to be.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. And a big rip at the curveball, but he didn't get it, and he becomes the second casualty of the inning. Giancarlo Stanton now. His past line against Aaron Nola. He hits at a .364 clip. 2 of those hits were for home runs.
Hey, what a great pitch right there in a big situation to pull a string on that changeup. He knew that hitter was going to be super aggressive.
Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Freezes him on the inside, strike 3. 1 left for the Yankees. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Michael Franco. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
Michael Franco.
First offering on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Judge moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1.
Batting 7, the designated hitter, Scott Kingery.
So the base is empty here with 1 away, and that'll bring up the former first rounder Scott Kingery. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and he's in the hole. 0-2 now. And he pops it up. LeMahieu is there. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting 8, the center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. He pulls this one into right. Judge is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quickly retired. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And that'll bring up Gleyber Torres. He's set to lead off the home half of the second.
The designated hitter.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1.
Torres.
And the curveball's in there, so he's quickly behind 0-2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is. They're looking to line them. Drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment. Able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
0-1 the count. Torres aboard here at first with nobody out. Belted high and deep into right center. Back goes Harper at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Here's Didi Gregorius as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Gregorius makes a lot of great contact against left-handed pitching, perhaps one of the best in the game in that regard, but he does have his warts against right-handers at times. Just not as proficient at putting the ball in play when it's coming from that side. A step on the bag for 1.
Well, he definitely rushed himself on that return throw to first there, and he threw it away. They got to force at second, and the runner didn't advance, so it'll just be scored a fielder's choice.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. A pause and the 0-2. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. The Yanks leave 1. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Digging in the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And he'll start out their half of the 3rd, top of the order to follow. Swing and a little blooper to center. Coming on for it is Hicks. He's not going to get to it, so the leadoff guy's aboard with a base hit.
Beggars can't be choosers right there. We love those long darts. Doesn't matter how they come. Jammed off the end of the bat, doesn't matter.
Here's Andrew McCutchen now. Pitch out. Nothing doing. A runner at first with no outs here. Now a check swing here, but the home plate umpire says he went around, and no argument, and it's 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Line down the left field line. But this is foul near the seats. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
That was some nice execution on that pitch. Spotted it nicely down around the bottom of the zone. And when you do that, especially with 2 strikes, not a lot of guys are going to hurt you. You're going to get a lot of ground balls and swings and misses down there.
Stepping in now, Gene Segura as he rips it on the ground to second. There's one on to Voit, and inning-ending double play. Down quickly go the Phillies. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. Digging in, Aaron Hicks as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
The center fielder.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball for a strike. 0-1. Line toward the alley in left center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
DJ LeMahieu will stand in for the 2nd time now as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. There to take it is Franco, and that's your first out.
Now batting, the 3rd baseman, Miguel Andujar.
Digging in now for the Yankees, Miguel Andujar. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch. In there, and it's 0-1. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
Talk about challenging a guy. He offered up 2 in a row right down the chute, and the batter didn't even flinch. Gotta wonder what he was looking for.
That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play.
The right fielder, number 99.
So a runner in scoring position with 2 men gone, and that'll bring up the former American League Rookie of the Year, Big Aaron Judge. And that swung on and missed for strike 1.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Hicks stands at second with 2 gone. And a breaking ball freezes him. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. 1 left for the Yankees. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless. Here's Bryce Harper now as we begin the top of the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
0-1 the count to Bryce Harper. And it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Still all zeros in the run column here in the fourth inning. Dan, does this continue or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
Harper swings and hits it very well to right. Gone to lead off the inning. A solo home run off the bat of Bryce Harper, and the Phillies grab a 1-0 lead.
Hey, listen, there's an old adage in baseball that solo home runs won't kill you. This is one of the top hitters in that lineup. So a home run, a solo home run right here, it's not the end of the world.
And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
Well, here's a guy we know is swinging it pretty well at the plate lately, and based on those last 2 pitches, I think I know why. He's doing a great job of putting himself in counts where he's likely to be successful.
Hit in the air to shallow center. There to take it is Gregorius for the first out.
Now
boy, he showed some pretty good range, heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
In now, JT Realmuto. And he puts it on the ground to second. Gloved by LeMahieu. Throw gets him 2 down.
the third baseman, number 7, Michael Franco.
Stepping up to the plate, Michael Franco. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted into center field. Hicks is under it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. But the Phillies strike first on this solo home run. Bottom of the fourth coming up. It's now 1-0 Philadelphia. Back with Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, and leading off the inning, the big right-handed slugger, Giancarlo Stanton. First pitch on its way. Curveball taken for a strike on the inside.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
Strike 2.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Drilled down the line. And a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Well, you know what? Good hitters are good hitters for a reason, D-Row. And to be able to hang in there on an 0-2 pitch and still be able to get a base hit, this guy's about as good as it gets.
Yeah, I'm blown away by this guy, Dan. You wouldn't know if you showed up. You wouldn't know if it's 2-0, 3-1, 0-2. Counts do not matter. This guy trusts in his craft.
No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 delivery. And now he'll foul this one off as well to fall behind here. No balls and 2 strikes. Stanton on at first. Nobody out. And he lays off the curveball. Strike 3 called. And that's going to be out number 1. Next for New York, Gary Sanchez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
And it's 0-2 to Sanchez.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it over whenever he wants and get back in the count.
The 0-2 pitch. Chopped to third. Tough to get to. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, shortstop, Didi Gregorius.
So stepping in, Didi Gregorius, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. First pitch on its way. Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. And this one is gone. A home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and the Yankees take the lead. It's 2-1.
Wow, he really hit that ball well. Put a great swing on it with great extension, and it sailed right out of here.
Into the box now, Luke Voigt.
First baseman.
As he rips it on the ground to second. Reined in. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. We played 4. 2-1 New York. And in steps Scott Kingery. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Designated hitter, Scott Kingery.
Here's the first pitch to him. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Backhanded. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out.
And this is not an easy play when you have to range to your right. He really didn't have a chance to get his feet set, so this is all arm. Nicely done.
Here's the center fielder, Odubel Herrera. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hicks is after it. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Cesar Hernandez.
Striding in once again, Cesar Hernandez. A base hit in his first trip. Here comes the first pitch. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Hicks is under it, and that ends the inning. Phillies down in order. Our score remains 2-1. Standing in, Aaron Hicks. He'll begin things here against Aaron Nola.
The center fielder, Aaron.
First offering on its way. Fouled away. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he's caught looking at a beautiful curveball there as that buckled him for the first out of the inning.
Well, he certainly wasn't intimidated on the mound right there. He had to stare down a really good hitter, and instead of working around the zone, he challenged him with 3 straight good pitches. I like that he didn't give his opponent too much credit.
Standing in now, DJ LeMahieu. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Scorched to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Now batting, third baseman, Miguel.
Digging in once again, Miguel Andujar. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike. LeMahieu leads off first with one away. Shoots this one over to first. Well, and he has some trouble with it. And pretty fortunate here as they do wind up getting the out at first, although the runner will advance to second.
The right fielder, number 99, Aaron Judge.
So striding forward now, Aaron Judge. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Looking to keep this a one-run game. The pitch. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And no one will track it down. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Ground ball foul down the left side. Here's the 0-2. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Ready on 0-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. The Yanks leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. James Paxton takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Yankees, number 65, James Paxton.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew McCutchen. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
McCutchen.
First pitch on its way. To short, hit hard. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Digging in, Gene Segura. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Gregorius has a play. 2 down.
The right fielder, number 3, Bryce Harper.
And now Bryce Harper. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His 2nd of the game as the Phillies have come back to tie this one at 2.
As a fellow once said, the only park that ball wouldn't have made it out of is Yellowstone. Everyone knows he's got plenty of thump in his bat, but come on, I'm not sure that ball's even come down yet.
Now batting.
Into the box,
baseman,
Rhys Hoskins.
Hoskins.
And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The pitch. A bouncer up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But the Phils have come back to tie it thanks to this solo home run through 5.5, and we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. He's set to start it out for the Yanks here in the sixth. First pitch coming. Here it is. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger 0-0. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Now the 0-1. Chopped at third. There is Franco. Throws in time, and that's out number one.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Labor.
Striding forward now is the DH, Torres. It was a backwards K, a strikeout looking for him in his last at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system, especially now he's got to bear down. He gets to 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play. Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone right here. He has a chance for a quick inning. He is not nibbling. Everything is catching those 17 inches.
1 out, nobody on.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And he fouls this one off. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Herrera's there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Next for the Yankees, the catcher, Gary Sanchez.
Digging in now, Gary Sanchez. 0 for 2 with a fly ball and a ground out on his line to this point. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
And it's fouled away. The next 0-2 is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. So the Yanks go 1, 2, 3. 6 innings complete, all square at 2-2. Chad Green is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7.
Number 57.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, JT Realmuto. No hits to this point. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. He looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike threes and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1.
That's not an at-bat he's going to look back on and be happy about. Obviously, the strikeout result isn't good, but to go down on 3 pitches and none of which were even in the strike zone, as you see there, that's not a good look.
In now, Maikel Franco. And he hits it hard to the right side. And this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Kingery.
Stepping in now, Scott Kingery, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A 1 pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. A toss behind the back. On to Voit, an inning-ending double play. One hit's all they get. Seventh inning stretch time here in the Sunshine State. And we are tied 2-2. Trying to pick things up where we left off. Didi Gregorius. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball on. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
Strike one to start the at-bat. Now the pitch. And it gives this a pretty good ride that time, but that's going to be up amongst the crowd. A foul ball. Hard hit ball to second. And this gets through into right, so he turns the 0-2 count into a leadoff base hit.
Well, there's a case, not that bad of a pitch, 0-2, D-roll, but something he'd like to get down and bury in the strike zone, no doubt about it.
Yeah, ground ball with eyes right there. Nice job by the offensive player, just to battle. 0-2's a tough spot to be in. He battled.
0-1 the count. Now the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
I always like watching pitchers that attack with their fastballs until there's a reason to start mixing it up. He hasn't needed many of his secondary pitches so far in this one, and there was another good fastball for a strikeout there.
Standing in now, Aaron Hicks. Pulled toward right center field. Herrera on the run. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman, DJ LeMahieu.
Digging in and looking for more, DJ LeMahieu. 2 hits in 3 at-bats for him in this one. First offering on its way. Right through it here, and he's behind 0-1. 2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. This one's down to third. Franco fields it cleanly. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game as the inning is over. 1 left for the Yankees, and this game is still tied at 2-2. Jordan Montgomery will come on to make his 9th appearance already here this spring.
Number 47, Jordan Montgomery.
Stepping in, Odubel Herrera. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
The center fielder, Odubel Herrera.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard up the middle. LeMahieu's got it. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting.
And time to check out the line score for this spring training affair. Both teams working the kinks out as we play the 8th inning tonight. Stepping into the box, Cesar Hernandez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Here's a pop-up now. Oh, and he misses it. And this has to be a big concern here. This ball came back and got him right in the pitching arm, and that is something you just never want to see. You can see him trying to work this one off, and from all appearances, I think they're going to let him continue, so that at least is a good sign. So the Phillies batting order turns over and set to go. Andrew McCutchen. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Throw gets him, so they are able to get an out on an unusual play, and hopefully the pitcher's okay. And time now to see quite where that got him, and it appeared from up here at least, and his actions on the field confirm it. It looked like it got him on his drive leg, which could be problematic, of course, for him. But from the way he's trying to walk it off, I think he's going to try to continue. Striding in, Gene Segura. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
First pitch of the at-bat. Breaking ball there as that's fouled away for the first strike. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball one.
That's a great job of keeping your hands back. You could tell he was totally fooled. His hip started leaking a little bit, but he was able to stay strong enough with his hands not to overcommit.
This one's flared off to the right side. LeMahieu trying to get there. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run is also in, and with it, they take the lead.
Boy, those have to feel really good, Devo. You get late in the game, you come up with a big RBI base hit right here to give your team the lead.
Yeah, no one remembers that ground ball with eyes in the top of the second inning. You want to show up when the game is on the line. Can you quiet your emotions down, take the crowd out of it, and slow yourself down enough to come through? And that's exactly what he did.
Coming to the plate now, Bryce Harper. And it looks like this could be a critical at-bat in this one.
Well, a glance at my scorebook shows they haven't been able to get him out yet. So this could be a fun at-bat to watch.
But right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. One for the Phillies here on the RBI double. We'll go to the bottom of the eighth, and Philadelphia's taken a 3-2 lead. Ready for another chance? Miguel Andujar. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by one. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
You know, hats off to the pitcher right there. You got a great hitter at the plate. It's early in the count, and he wanted to get ahead. Nice chow.
Hold that thought, though. This ball's hammered to deep center field. Back at the wall, and it's gone. So it's a solo shot to dead center, as it's now a 3-all ball game.
Yeah, we're all tied up, and it's anybody's ball game after that blast. We live in that what have you done for me lately world, so that gem he was pitching doesn't mean anything anymore.
Into the box now, Aaron Judge. As he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike one. As we near the end of this one, it's clear the long ball has played a big role in today's outcome. Dan, D-Row, what are your final thoughts on what we've seen?
Yeah, just non-competitive pitches in some big situations, Dan, and the offense took full advantage.
Yeah, you know, D-Row, one of the things about pitching is you want to have location, and it was obvious in this one today that the pitchers weren't on point, and what happens when that happens? Hitters make you pay, and the long ball was a big part of this one here.
At the plate, Giancarlo Stanton. 1 run in and 1 gone so far this inning. Franco has it. The windup and the 0-1. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Looking up is Herrera. And as Yankees fans hear on television quite frequently, see ya! So a solo shot here to left center field as they take the lead 4-3. How about the work the lineups have been doing so far, fellas?
Matty V, this is turning into home run derby part 2. D-Row, 5 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, there's a fight at the bat rack for both teams right here. A lot of mislocations right out over the heart of the plate, and neither side is missing.
Torres is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Still only 1 out in the inning. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far.
Now batting, catcher, Gary.
So coming to the plate, Gary Sanchez. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
On the ground for Hernandez at second base. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. We've played 8 full. The Yankees are out in front 4-3. Aroldis Chapman comes on from the pen, hoping to finish this one off here in the top of the 9th.
Number 54. Aroldis.
And that would be the cleanup spot for the Phillies. Rhys Hoskins, no thump out of him in this game so far as might be expected. He's 0 for 3. He's set, and the pitch. Fouled off. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Back up the middle. And this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
The leadoff hitter finds his way on base. Should be interesting to see the cat and mouse with the manager. Does he use the bunt right here? Do we put a little hit and run on? Do we go old school, new school, and just let him swing away? Should be interesting.
In now, JT Realmuto. Yes, he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit.
I guarantee you at release point he wanted to pull this pitch back. Change up middle of the plate. Usually gets deposited in the seats.
Into the box, Maikel Franco. As it's grounded sharply to first. To second for 1. On to first, and it's a well-turned 3-6-1 double play, and quickly there are 2 gone.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Standing in now, Scott Kingery, as he swings and misses at a first pitch fastball, 0-1. And he's got a chance to tie things up here as the equalizer sits just 90 feet away.
No ball.
In the dirt and blocked behind the plate. Philly down to their last strike. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
Well, he might be feeling a little bit of a sting there, but he can take comfort in knowing that he represents the go-ahead run. That could turn out to be a huge hit by pitch.
Into the box now, Odubel Herrera. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
No doubt, some saves come easier than others, and I know this all too well. They're really making wrapping this thing up a difficult task.
Hot shot down the line, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Fouled away. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Oh, and look at this. High in the air and deep. And when this ball comes down, they'll have taken the lead. Home run. So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field, and it's now 6-4.
Yeah, he is kicking himself right now. He worked his tail off to get out of that jam and was 1 strike away from getting there, and then boom, all that work goes to waste. From 0 damage to a 3-run homer in the blink of an eye.
In now, Cesar Hernandez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. The windup and the 0-1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1. 3 runs already home here. Well, they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now. Popped him up. Andujar over to his right. And that's the 3rd out. But the Phillies use the long ball here, and they get 3 on this 3-run home run. Last chance coming up here for the Bombers. It's the Phillies 6 and the Yankees 4. Now batting, Didi Gregorius. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. That one bends into the zone. A strike on the breaking ball. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Yeah, Matty, I mean, the numbers don't lie. They've tagged him for 10 hits, including that last one, and he's having a hard time getting out of any trouble. They might be buying some time to let the relievers get a few more pitches in before they give him the hook.
Runner at second now. Nobody out. And up next, the left-handed power bat of Luke Voigt. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And this pitch is right down the middle, strike 1.
This is going to be an interesting at-bat. I think he has to be pitching for a strikeout here, so we'll see what kind of sequence he uses.
Popped up. Hernandez is under it, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, center fielder, Aaron.
Runner at second, 1 away, and that'll bring up the switch hitter Aaron Hicks. Juan Nicasio comes on here looking to get the final 2 outs and earn the save.
Number 12, Juan Nicasio.
First pitch of the at-bat. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1. Nicasio has compiled over 600 innings of work in his major league career and has an ERA he'd like to see come down a bit. Starts the day in the high 4s. Here it comes, 0-2. Lifted in the air to center. Herrera's there. And that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting second baseman, DJ.
So the lineup flips over and digging in, DJ LeMahieu. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And this will be a called strike 2, and trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight.
That's back-to-back pitches taken for strike.
This ball gets down. Let's see if they try to score. The throw into second. And that's going to bring in the run from second to make this a 1-run game now.
Dan, you were 1 pitch away from getting out of this. 2 outs, 2 strikes on the batter, and he's able to throw out a ribby knock.
Dero, it's hard to get more frustrated than that as a pitcher. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of a lot of traffic on the bases, getting into the inning, and next thing you know, you give up a 2-out, 2-strike base hit. Nothing more frustrating for a pitcher than to have that happen.
And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Last chance for the Yankees. Here's a swing and a long drive high in the air and deep to center field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the wall. And he's in safely to third as a run comes across to score on the play, tying the ball game.
And that is why I love this game. Down 1 in the ninth, and he hammers the ball, heading all the way to third while driving in the game-tying run. Now a base hit can give them the lead.
In now, Aaron Judge. He's gone hitless to this point.
Not a great game up to this point, but none of that would matter if he could come through right here. A chance to be the hero.
No balls and a strike to count. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Farco is there for it. And no problem with that one as we are headed for extra innings. But does that... Coming to the plate now, Andrew McCutchen. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
Obviously, it's pretty deflating when you blow a lead in the bottom of the ninth, and now you're still fighting in extra innings. But the fact is, the game is tied, and a win is still very much a possibility, so they have to play that way.
Back up the middle, and that'll get through into center. So there's your possible go-ahead run on base now to lead off the inning.
The batter, number 2, shortstop, Gene Segura.
Nick Williams will come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out.
Number 5, Nick Williams.
Hit softly on the ground to first. He's got it to second for 1, and that didn't work out too well as the pinch hitter comes on to bounce into a double play. Bryce Harper will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Throwing the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this. Nick Williams will stay in the ball game as a new shortstop.
Now playing shortstop.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. It's been a 2-for-4 effort for him so far in the ball game.
It'll be interesting to see if they use that changeup in this at-bat. That last at-bat, that was a changeup he hit for a home run. I'm going to see if this time they don't go to more fastballs and curveballs.
Behind 0-2 now. swing and a foul tip, but that's held onto behind the plate. It's a strikeout for out.